So you guys have been grinding Honkai Star Rail, having a ton of fun, and then the story stops for you. You hit a roadblock with the Trailblaze level cap thing hitting you in the face. You're so many levels behind it. How can you get there faster? How can you keep going? Guys, ClayQZult here, and we are going to be going over how I got to Trailblaze level 24 the past couple of days, what I used, and what tips and tricks I used to get there, and then how you can look forward to, because there's going to be more of them, just to let you know from the beta, there will be more of these roadblocks stopping you from doing the story, to make sure you guys aren't held up too long. One of the more obvious places to grab Trailblaze experience is going to be your daily trainings or your daily missions. Guys, you can get 230 per each of these rewards, equaling over to 1,000, right? And all you have to do is do your dailies. And if we check it out, I'm Trailblaze 24, like I said. It's almost half to over half of a whole level. Problem with that is you do have to wait daily for this, but you know, because of the daily reset for your daily missions to come in. But if you are trying to calculate when you can go on with the story and how much you want to game and how much you want to play, etc., this could be a good way for you guys to start out with your calculations on when you can get to that level so you can continue on with the story. Something I want to point out that's a little bit different from the beta are these little vendors that you guys can go to, right? There's one in Boulder Town, there's one here, and when you go in, you get rewards for spending a certain amount of the currency, right? You know, and they add up over time. You spend so many, you get great rewards. So you want to make sure you're going here and using these. But they used to give Trailblaze experience, I swear, and I don't know if it was a beta thing where they were like, hey, we want you guys to get further, but I remember this getting me over a bunch of the, you know, hills for the experience block that I needed, and sadly, it's not there anymore. But as this is a good tip, I want to shout out the relics you guys can get from here. These relics have great stats. They are epic. Purple, I think, is epic. Rank 4-star, and they will really boost up your account. Here, you guys get the Musketeer set, which is going to give you an attack bonus, and over on the other side, you guys are going to get the physical bonus. And the physical bonus is big for physical characters. Like I have Clara, I have Shushang. These are great characters to put these on, and as you guys can see, these relics have great stats on them, and they're worth leveling up. We're not going to get into the gear system. A lot of you guys understand that from other gachas, but they're a great starter. So like I'm telling you guys right now, as you're progressing, you're trying to get as much experience as possible. You want to beat the monsters up. Get these relic sets because they're going to help you out tremendously. Another way to grab some Trailblaze experience is collecting treasure chests. Now, you guys can go to each of these places and see what treasure chests you may be missing. Like you can see, I'm missing 3 here. It doesn't give you the most amount, and there'll be those monster fights that stop you, and you have to fight them, the big bosses, kind of mini bosses. You fight them, and you get in the treasure chest, and then you get the treasure chest after, give you some Trailblaze experience, and then there are also puzzles that end up with the treasure chest. That's not the most that you can get, but it will help you. Like you can see here, I can go here, do this treasure, chess puzzle thing, and I'll get some experience from that. It's not going to be a lot, but it's a little bit. And I'm going to link in the description a like interactive map that will help you guys find all the treasure chests if you want help with that. I know some of you guys love exploration. You want to be out there doing it on your own, but just be sure to get these treasure chests. First, you get some of the premium currency, you get some stuff in game that you need, and you guys can get your Trailblaze level up a little bit from this. This is when you're really grinding for that. You know, you're almost there. You just need a little bit more. That's how I got to 24. I needed to open a few treasure chests. So at this point, you're locked out of the story. You can't do this main story quest. There will be a ton of side adventure missions that you guys can do, and the purple ones end up giving you guys more. If we check these out, they give us like 100 each, you know, of the Trailblaze experience. Some give you 250, which is great. If you guys end up finding the purple ones, they're amazing. The simulated universe is something you guys want to be trying to do all that you can. Again, you want to fill out the simulated universe for the week with the points, get everything you can in there, so try to be beating the simulated universe you're on. That'll give you some Trailblaze experience as well. But the thing I want to say about the side quests, because that's easy. You're like, Clay, yeah, I know how to do all this stuff. There are some side quests that just won't pop up over here. You have to go to the place, get a phone call, or you look on the mini map. Like sometimes, like for example, let's say we're in Boulder Town. It won't be showing up in my little missions I showed you, but there'll be an exclamation point like here. And I have to run over there and talk to the person, and then I get the quest, and then I can get that experience that I needed to help push me through that next level. So what I would do if I were you guys is I would go through like all the little mini maps and look for an exclamation point somewhere that could be a mission. So I think I've accepted all of mine, and you have to explore as well. Exploring is going to be big for you guys, obviously, but that's going to be something you guys can do. Also, again, head back to the parlor car a lot. Talk to Pom Pom. Sometimes he has little missions you guys can do, like he's crying right now. What's wrong? I can help him out with something. That's something you might want to look into getting done. It sadly doesn't pop up as often as I would want it to. But, you know, I can help him out with this. So we're going to call it a day with him. Let that go through there. And then, see, we have a mission there that we can do now. So if we go here, we go to the mission. Let's see, which one was it? It was like a light in the parlor car. Sadly, it didn't give me any of the Trailblaze experience, but it's something you guys want to do. It's something you guys need to get done as progression goes through. Talking to Pom Pom, get him all fixed up. But don't forget also about your Trailblaze level rewards. These are huge. As you go through, obviously, you get a ton of stuff. So make sure you guys are coming back here and checking often and claiming these rewards. They can really help push you over that hump that you were. Maybe you couldn't beat a monster, beat Simulated World. Don't forget about these. It's a lot of materials. Okay, so we've exhausted all other options, okay? You don't have any side missions to do. You've gotten all the treasure chests. You've beaten everything. You're still stuck. This is where you go, guys. You go to the calyxes and you start burning your fuel, okay? You start burning this stuff. And the game gives you a bunch of these Trailblaze fuel replenishers, like essentially energy potions that you guys can use. And I used a ton of these. For every 60 Trailblaze power you spend, you'll end up getting 300 of the Trailblaze experience, okay? And I've used probably maybe 3 or 4 to get to where I am, but you're not wasting it, right? Like, you want to use it you want to use that energy for farming relics down the road. You want to use that energy for farming higher difficulties to get better experience, books, you know what I mean? And the same thing goes for the light cones, because obviously we can go up in difficulty and you get better stuff. But right now we're trying to push through, right? We're trying to get to the next level, and for me, my light cones weren't leveled up. And there was a reward in this book, which is another good place to look. There was a reward in this book right here, and every time you complete this, you get some of the Trailblaze missions as well. But let me see if I can find it. Level 4 light cones, level 40, and I get 100, right? So you want to make sure you do these as well. It adds a little bit to the side there. But I couldn't do that. You know, I didn't have enough of that experience. So it was kind of like doing both, and my characters got stronger, and I can push some more content. I would highly recommend, even as free-to-play, to use these potions to push yourself forward. Now, again, you can wait some days, you know what I mean, to get your daily missions, to get this experience, to break through that threshold, but I don't think this is a bad idea. I mean, some people might say it'd be like, save until the end, and then you can farm the highest level relics, but in the end game, once you get there, it lasts forever. So, like, if you're min-maxing at that point, that makes sense, that's fine, but you know, the game gives you these, and as you saw, you get them from the Trailblaze level rewards. You'll get them from the battle pass. You know, I'm sure there are events that are going to hand them out. This is the energy. Why don't you just spend it and get it done? So that's how I ended up getting there, guys. I did all that stuff, and I made it to 24. And this is my account right now. We've done some summons. Okay, this is still our only 5-star. We have Clara, and you know, I've grown to appreciate her more. Okay, it really is, and no offense to the voice actress, I'm sure she was told to do it this way. I cannot stand her English voice, but I love everybody else's English voice, so I just have to deal with it. And Svarog is sick anyway. I love the robot, and she's actually a really good character. She's actually a damage dealer, if you can believe it. She is not a tank, so we need to go over her in a video coming out soon. Hopefully, I can get another 5-star soon. You know, have fun with the summoning. We're saving up for a summoning video so I can show you guys that stuff. But I was hoping this would help you guys push through, because I remember when I was playing the game in the beta and even in the launch, I was wondering how I can get through this. It seems impossible without waiting a few days. There are a few little tips and tricks you guys can do to get through that. So if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below what you have used to push through that threshold. And if you think it's okay to use the fuel energy, I think it's totally fine. Subscribe for future content, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.